They know I can't help these, cause they know they can never touch these.
Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel. All right, okay, so welcome to an exciting new short section where we are going to explore three of the most powerful and most used data structure in Java. Okay, so first one is like array, HashMap, and sets. These three is structure from the foundation of almost every Java programmers, whether you are building simple logics, solving DSA question, working with backend application, or designing a scalable system. Okay, so in this section, we are going to break them down clearly, what they are used, how they work, and how can implement them in the simplest possible way. Okay, so let's start one by one. I will give introduction about the array, hash map, and the sets. Okay. Okay, so first let's talk about the three data structure that I will cover it. First one is like array. You already know the basic. Here we will revise them with proper reasoning, complexity, and uses. Okay, and the second is like hash map. We will understand what hash map are. Okay, and why they are so efficient and how key values pair work and how to use them. Okay, and in the sets as well we will discuss duplicate free collections and how Java manages. Okay, so these three structure are not just useful, they are the backbone of the most design pattern, system design concept, and the problem solving technique that you will learn later. Okay, so let's begin with the array. So you already know this, or let's revise it properly. What is an array? तो array और एक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, जैसा कि मैंने पहले बताया था कि होमोजीनियस डेटा स्ट्रक्चर होता है दैट स्टोर मल्टीपल वैल्यू इन कंटिन्यूअस सिक्वेंशियल ब्लॉक ऑफ मेमोरी. ओके, इसका मतलब डेटा डेटा जो होता है वो स्टोर होता है साइड बाय साइड. इंडेक्स जो होता है वो स्टार्ट होता है फ्रॉम जीरो से, एंड एक्सेसिंग एनी एलिमेंट यूजिंग इंडेक्स इज एक्सट्रीमली फास्ट. ओके, so think of the array like a row of lockers. Okay, each locker has a number, it means index, and inside each locker you store the same value. Okay, तो समझते हैं कि टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्या होता है एंड व्हाई इट्स मैटर. सो नाउ एनी टाइम वी टॉक अबाउट डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, वी ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट द टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी. जब भी हम डेटा स्ट्रक्चर की बात करेंगे ना, तो हर टाइम जब भी प्रोग्राम्स लिखेंगे, लूप चलाएंगे, तो हर टाइम आप टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी को ध्यान में रखते हुए ही आप कोड लिखोगे. ओके, और ये काफ़ी अच्छा होता है, बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस होते हैं. तो we will consider about this. So समझते हैं what is time complexity. It simply means how much time a particular operation will take as a input size group. जैसे जैसे आपका इनपुट, जैसे कि एरे में हमने 1000 लिया, 1000 लिया, 10,000 लिया, तो उसको बेसिकली उस पर्टिकुलर ऑपरेशन को परफॉर्म करने में कितना टाइम लग रहा है. अगर वो ग्रो होता है तो उसको परफॉर्म करने में, उस ऑपरेशन को परफॉर्म करने में कितना टाइम लगता है. ओके, सो लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल. लेट्स सपोज array contains 1 2 3 and 4. Now you want to search for the number 4. What you will do? Okay, so we have, let's suppose, integer array. Okay, and आपने यहाँ पे इसमें आपने ले लिया 1 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, so now you want to search for the number 4. What you will do? You check first element, not 4. You check second element, not 4. You check third element, not 4. You check fourth element, yes, this is 4. So in the worst case, you test every element before finding the one you want. Okay, that means time complexity is O of n. Okay, so n is the size of the array. If your array has 1 million element, it will take time. If your array has 10 element, it will take less time. Okay, so searching in the array is a linear time. Okay, so let's understand why arrays matters. Okay, so array are used everywhere because they are very fast and index based access, and they store data in fixed continuous memory, and they form the foundation for the list, stacks, queues, graph, and matrices. Okay, so even advanced substructure like ArrayList internally uses array. Okay, so let's creating array in Java first. I have already told you in the last video for creating array in the Java. but let's see again, because I'm covering the whole content for the array and array data structure. So let's see about this. So it's int, okay, making variable and new int. Here I'm giving some element inside this parenthesis, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So we are checking the simplest way to create an array. We can create an array like this, as I've already taken this name, so need to change again. Okay, so new int, okay, it's now it's valid. Okay, so then you can loop over it and find any element you want. You can loop it and you can find the element. Okay, okay, so let's see the flexible version of the array using ArrayList. Okay, now Java gives you something more flexible called ArrayList. Okay, so this behaves like an array but grows automatically. Okay, as I already told you कि हम array में डेटा ऐड भी कर सकते हैं, रिमूव भी कर सकते हैं, अपडेट भी कर सकते हैं. किसके थ्रू? एरे लिस्ट के थ्रू. ओके, तो लेट्स क्रिएट दिस. फर्स्ट यू नीड टू राइट लिस्ट and we are making integer type. We are creating array list integer type. Need to take variable and then new array list. Okay, so let's add list dot add. Okay, inside this add we will add one. Let's add one more, 2. Okay, so like this you can add the value, you can add the element in the list. Okay, and also if you want to remove, let's suppose if you want, if I want to remove this 2, then you have to write list dot remove and here you can keep 2. Okay, so here you can add element, you can remove element, even you can update the element. Okay, and it adjusts its size automatically. Okay, so you can adjust the size as well for the array list. Okay, so something normal arrays can't do, but inside the array list it's possible. Okay, and even right now I have made like integer, but we can we can make the array list a string type as well. So let's create a string type array list. You need to pass here the string class, okay, and names. Let's add the name, okay, inside the array list. Names equal to, here you don't need to pass anything. Like the integer, you can pass here the string value only. Dot add, let me add here, and here you can pass the string. Okay, you can't pass the integer because you have make the array list on the string type. Okay, so again let me add one more, names dot add names. Okay, so make sure you understand all the CRUD operations. CRUD operations means create, read, update and delete. Okay, because this operation are heavily used in interview and the real world application. So this is most important. Okay, so you need to carry on it. Okay, so let me add something very important here. We have understood this integer type array list and the string type array list. Okay, so okay, so let me tell you uh, how many places we can use the array. Okay, so let's array are used in multiple places where you need fast access to element. You know the size of the data beforehand, and memory layout needs to be optimized. Okay, and if you want to represent matrices, table or grid like in games or map, then you can use array all these places. Okay, and on the other hand, where we can use you let's suppose you don't know how many element will come. In that case you can use the array list. Okay, and you want to push and remove the data dynamically, there you can use it. And if you want a built-in method like add, remove and contains etc, all this method you can use inside the array list only. Okay, so these are the places like we can use the array list. So both array and array list have different advantage, and you must know when to use which one. Okay, so we will cover it later, the array and the array list. Right now we are covering the array list, array data structure. Okay, okay, so in this video it was a complete refresher on the array. Okay, what they are, how they work and how to create them. Okay, and how time complexity work. There was a little glimpse about the array and the time complexity. Okay, so we understood how time complexity works and why array are so important. So in the next video uh, we will move something extremely powerful, and that is hash map. Okay, on and one of the this hash map is one of the fastest data structure in Java, so we will understand well. Okay, so stay tuned and let's level up your Java skills one step at a time, and we will start the DSA very soon. Okay, keep growing and keep watching. Thank you. Bye.
You know I can't